We're good though? Yes, can we get some energy, please? Let's take it away. My name is Law, and hey, I have the honor to stand before you today and be one of the best men for my brother Nate. And this is not going to be your typical best man speech because this is not your typical friendship. And I pride myself on being a public speaker, but I had a lot of stuff to say, and I really don't want to get any of this wrong, so I'm going to read off my phone, so I apologize ahead of time, but I do this for real, right? So, this relationship is not one of those where you can remember that time that incident you got in. We clicked right off the bat, okay, in UC Rec Center. I was a little bit older than Nate, and his roasting level was supreme. And we just used to go down there and just tear people up that had no business on that court. That being said, we're not gonna say nothing about Nate's ankle today, okay? But in the years that followed that initial meeting, I saw the switch flip, right? And Nate went from Nate the jokester to Nate the businessman. He started taking over organizations. He got tapped into honoraries. He joined the greatest fraternity in the world. And it's important that I pause here and say to you, Nate, that as your big brother, it's been an honor to watch you grow. And not only to just witness it, but to play a part of it, right? And I want you to know that you've gone from a jokester to a grown-ass man, and your family's in good hands with you at the helm, okay? But even with all those moments, that's not what makes our relationship special, right? Nate and I are Spades partners, okay? Does anybody in here play Spades? I see hands. I see a lot of hands that we've already busted too. Or for anybody who thinks they're nice on those cards, this is not what you want, and we don't play for free. But the reason that Nate being my Spades partner is important today is because I know there's some principles and some things that we do on the table that if you apply to your own relationship, I think it's going to make the two of you unstoppable, right? So I have three main things to share with you. And I'm going to talk Spades talk to you, right? So follow me if you can, please. So one, and this is for the both of you, you and your partner are the only ones on the table, okay? Y'all the ones that got to look at y'all hand that you dealt and figure out how to maximize it as best as you can. Everybody else is a spectator. That goes for the wedding party. That goes for the moms we love. That goes for the siblings. Y'all are the unit, okay? And that means that you get to draw your boundaries collectively, right? And anyone who's not for the team, they gotta go. Two, each of you is not always gonna have the strongest hand, okay? There'll be times when one person has a really good hand and you look at yours and you barely got a possible, right? Just a dream. But it's okay because you're no longer doing this by yourself, all right? When your partner does have a fire hand, it's not your job to feel sorry for yourself. It's your job to feed them the cards they need to collect those books. Okay? I'm preaching.
Go ahead, man.
That's why I had to read off the phone. I can't miss none of this. Look. Because when you invest in your spouse's passions and their growth, when their goals become our goals and their dreams become our dreams, you're gonna realize you're gonna get there a lot quicker, okay? And you're gonna wonder how you ever played this game without that other person, right? 3, communication is the lifeblood of your marriage, right? Y'all have shared many experiences, you've been very vulnerable, but you're still gonna find that in this marriage, it's gonna take practice every day to improve that communication. And much like Spades, right? The most important things that come with communication are unsaid, okay? You have to read body language. You have to pay attention. And Nova's teaching this already, right? During the spades game, you can't talk to your partner about what cards they have or what strategy they're gonna use. Okay? When your partner puts a certain card down, they're giving you a message about what cards are in their own deck. And in marriage, sometimes we miss those signs that tell us the energy our spouse has after a late night of feeding a baby, right? Or that angst you have when you know work's gonna be stressful, you gotta meet a deadline. And you walk in the house and maybe your attitude's a little bit off, right? It's important to talk about that. And you two are embarking on a lifelong journey where you're still growing, you're still learning each other, and you're understanding even more about yourselves than you knew yesterday. So always set aside time to check in with each other, because what worked in year 1 may not work in year 3 or year 20. Right? Ashley, on behalf of all of us who have known Nate for a while, thank you. You got some shit ahead of you. But honestly, I've spoken about how Nate has grown and he's turned into a man, but it has very little to do with us and everything to do with you. For anybody who knows your story, you're one of the most resilient, good-spirited, loyal, beautiful women inside and out. And on behalf of everybody here, we thank you for loving our brother, for encouraging our brother, and for trusting our brother to lead your beautiful family. I'm gonna do a toast. Don't drink all the champagne. You got 2 more speeches, all right? Drink like half of it, okay? But if everybody can raise their glasses. And let's give a toast to the newest, unstoppable, unbeatable Nate and Ashley Hill.